I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard.
Arisen!
Are you alright?
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge.
Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master? We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Would you mind coming over here?
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry something for you. One of us is being drenched! Focus your strength, Arisen!
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
I grant you Gaia's blade. Use it well. I'll combine my magic with yours that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Prepare yourself! Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. are formidable, Arisen.
Over here, if you please.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder? We ought to take a closer look. Tis pleasant.
Master, I found a campsite near here while I was journeying beyond the rift. Shall I take us there now?
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Great, follow me. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Arisen! Are you alright? It seems we have been raided by a foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Understood.
How about thee?
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell out doom.
Twas a battle most fierce, against a formidable foe.
Fortune favors us, 'twould seem. Tis broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. We've no choice but to take the longer way around.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
Follow me. I grant you glory.
and poisoned!
Would you mind coming over here? There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
I'm gonna win.
Arisen! Are you alright?
I cannot fault your prowess.
Think nothing of it. Well said.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Yon path leads not. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Over here, if you please.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard. I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Product of heedlessness.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Oh, that's better. Many thanks.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
On the bunch of those mental dudes. It seems we have engraved our foe. Why do you not use their rage to our advantage? By all means.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
Frey, follow me. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you. It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say, we forge on together for as long as we may. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seems rather on edge. What could he have...
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
Make yourself scarce now. I've quite a temper. Off with you.
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Off with you.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again. Off with you.
'Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
You're a right pain, you...
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like.
Fancy a look at my wares?
No seeing you about. You the Axe, come on, follow me. I've...
Tread carefully. It seems our every step is...
Begone with you! You're bad luck, you are.
No doubt you're dazzled. You're the last person I'd waste my time on.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Leave me in peace.
Greetings. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmaster. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then. You, sir, are word once mastered, 'twill allow...
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Whatever 'tis you want, I shan't oblige. Well met, sir.
There's a ladder here. Oh, excellent find. We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen. We're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
That's quite enough.
You're the one, then.
Not half bad!
You're here. I've been waiting for...
Days are naught but toil. Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
I'm in no mood for talk.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
We're here, Master.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to
I am confident we shall see this matter to a successful conclusion.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say. Kendrick the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Deeza. The spider has woven her web rather carefully. Would you mind coming over here? The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves of the particulars of our task.
Good evening, sir. I trust you... Fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
Shall we get some rest then?
"'Tis a perilous journey I've had, Arisen. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
It's just another day, same as the one afore it.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Hoy, friend! There's something I've come... Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again, thus I cannot say when next week, though I feel sure we shall. Till then,
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
Right you are.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Caught you! You'll be all right now. We have reached our destination.
Hold on. Nay, I won't have it back. Have you been to see Klaus yet? He'll be able to go on. Take it to him with my blessing.
Our packs are heavier, and our...
We're the Saurians!
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
I grant you roaring flame.
that's it!
I feel 40 years younger.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Always a pleasure. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, I see you may now change your vocation to warrior. If you would prefer to register as sorcerer, you will need to...
There's a ladder here. Oh, excellent find.
The goblins, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Sense thinking too far in here. Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when
We must rest. Though the... Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated...
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over. Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Well met, sir.
Living's hard, but dream. Greetings. You seek God. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
This looks as good a place as any.
Won't someone talk about this?
Would that such peace?
We shall await you here.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
Such quietude is a blessing. Fine place. Silence cultivates just about anywhere. Lad.
Crowns and politics are no
I'd sooner stay out of the matter. We're the best there is.
Talent's talent.
Very dental scratch on my arms and armor.
It falls on me to resolve
I'd ought to look forward to, but a long day of work.
On that report.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you,
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say. I'm not sure who gave you. It's beyond my ken. I'll say that much.
As it should be. It is no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. Pray focus on the task at hand.
Where to now?
I wish the
goodness
minister
me.
would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace...
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now, if you wish to speak. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is...
Quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
It's a dreary life, this, for all its comforts. Just about anyway.
I'll have to remember this place.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Will someone do aught about this?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It pray make haste in securing Melve, a meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to... And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve.